After a hugely successful 2011, we are here at the home of British motor racing for one of the UK's most exciting motorsport events. This is the Silverstone Motorsport UK. From the prestigious Silverstone wing, we will bring you a huge variety from the world of motorsport. It's a who's who up here in the world of exhibitors, some very exciting live elements downstairs, and we will get to chat to some of the most exciting and successful names in the industry. We hope you enjoy the show. Motorsport UK has been specifically designed to appeal to those who want to get into club motorsport. I caught up with show organiser Martin Cappenhurst to find out more.
Well, I started with Kartmania. And because that's a kart show, I got people that were coming into the kart show with cars saying, I'd like to be in the car. And I thought then that we needed a national club motorsport show to promote the cars that they wanted to. And hence, Motorsport Show came about.
So the essence of the show is all about trying to make people aware of the fact that racing can actually be accessible to them.
Oh yeah, I mean, like the exhibitors that we've got down here, you can see a wide variety of exhibitors, from the large ones with 4 or 5 cars on the stand to the smaller independent racing manufacturer who sometimes can't afford to promote things. So we try to get the clubs in free of charge if we can do, because without the clubs we haven't got a sport. It's the clubs that keep the drivers into the sport and keep it all together. So we need them to help promote everything. So we do what we can to help the clubs and the smaller person into the show.
For me, a small company's been great. I've had a lot of people showing interest in the Marshals, a lot of people showing interest in the racing school, and also actually in my company preparing cars. This sort of place actually will help a small business like myself grow. I can't thank the organisers enough. I was at the Rico Arena last year. I've come for this one, and I've already signed up for the next one. I can't wait to come back.
So you think 2013 Motorsport UK should continue?
Oh gosh, yeah. 2013, I will have 3 Marshals on the stand, one being driven on the track, one for you to come and show from your round in, and another one for people to come and look at.
I can't wait. Thank you so much for talking to us, and we'll look forward to seeing you again next year.
It's my pleasure. Come on back to this show. It is perfect.
Now, Ollie, we're here today at the Motorsport UK. Tell me, how beneficial do you think it is for young drivers like yourselves to be here?
Motorsport UK is a fantastic show for young drivers, at the home of British Motorsport Silverstone, and it's able to promote them by doing things like this, the live stage, stands here. It's really, really beneficial.
Jamie, do you think it's the sort of show that young people like yourself should come to next year?
Yeah, I think it is. It really promotes motorsport in general, and especially being at the home of British Motorsport, I think it's a really good place for young people to come to.
Excellent, guys. Congratulations and good luck for 2013. How beneficial do you think a show like this is for people who want to get into the industry?
Yeah, this is hugely important for people who want to get their name out there. Certainly for the national routes motorsport side of it, a show like this is very important. To get there, meet people in the industry, people enthusiasts, and to be here and getting my name around is only going to benefit me. So
shows like this really have everything you need to know, everything championship wise, everything equipment wise, and people to talk to help you. You get a lot of different experiences here as well, so you get every little insight you need, every detail of, say, a senior championship or a junior championship, so it's really for anybody to come and have a go at and look around.
It's one thing celebrating motorsport, but an area that is often overlooked is the hard work done by the Marshals at the British Motorsport Marshal Club. After all, if it wasn't for these guys, there would be no motorsport. Mike, tell me a little bit more about the British Marshals Club.
The British Marshals Club is the national organisation, the national club, that provides marshals for all kinds of sporting events. Most of the guys do circuit marshalling. I do rally marshalling. You can do hill climbs, you can do sprints, and I believe you can even do go-kart marshalling. People don't realise how easy it is to become a race marshal. We have training sessions, which obviously you need to attend. They're usually at the start of the season. Ours at Donington Park, for instance, are in January. People seem to think that becoming a marshal is very difficult. It's actually very easy.
Now, we've all heard of Lewis Hamilton, Jenson Button, Jason Plato, but not everybody knows that they started in karting. I'm here with Simon from Karting Legends to tell me more. Simon, tell me a little bit about Karting Legends.
Karting Legends is a club which Neil Ward started 3 years ago to get the supercarts of the past years back on the circuit.
Now, we're here today at the Motorsport UK. Tell me, what are the benefits of exhibiting at events like this?
To get people to see the karts, they've been forgotten about, 1980s, 1990s, some people weren't even born when these karts were around, so we're just getting them back out and showing people what we can do.
And have you done that?
Yes, it's been a good weekend. We've had lots of people come on the stand and look at them and see the karts and look at our boards. We've got pictures of Goodwood, everybody there. It's a fantastic weekend for the club.
And plans for the future? Would you come back again next year?
We're here in 2 weeks' time with Kartmania with Martin Capenhurst. So we're coming to that show to promote our club and see more people from the public. It's a great place. It's the home of motorsport. Where else would be happy to be?
Motorsport UK caters for everything in the world of motorsport, from low budget to high budget. But I caught up with Alan Layton from BRCA to find out something a little bit different.
We're the Association for Radio Control Model Car Racing in the UK. Obviously, we have sort of model vehicles, which obviously with all of the things that are involved with it, sort of the engineering, the design, the performance, it relates to full-size racing.
Now, these vehicles look very exciting to me. What sort of budget are we talking?
You can start racing with a vehicle. You could go to a local model shop in your area for about £120, equivalent to sort of maybe 3 Xbox games.
And is there anyone in particular that you find is attracted to doing this?
All walks of life. We've got memberships from as young as 4 to active members racing of 78.
Tom Ingram, Max Coates, tell me, what are you here at the Motorsport UK for?
Max and myself have come down and just to have a look around the show. Really, it's a great show and a great event to be involved in. Coming along, seeing a lot of the cars and just catching up with people that you've seen through the year. And it's a good show to come along to. I came to it last year when it was based down in Coventry as well. So I'll be coming into it for the past 2 years, and it's a good place to come along to.
Now, Max, you are an upcoming star, effectively. Do you think that for drivers who are wanting to get into the same shoes as you, a show like this is beneficial?
Yeah, absolutely. This is one of the motorsports premier shows in the UK. So, as a young driver, it makes sense to be here, and we've got to be if we're wanting to have aspirations as being a racing driver in the UK and abroad.
Now you're standing right outside what looks to be like a very exciting simulator. Are we going to see some friendly rivalry between two of you?
I don't think there's ever friendly rivalry, is it? It's either bludgeoned to death or there's going to be a second place finisher. So,
Max, are you going to get bludgeoned to death?
Hopefully not by Tom. I just want to win.
Boys, the race is on.
Racing Aces is quite a new concept, really. We only launched it back in May this year. Basically, it's 9 simulators networked together racing live. So the unique selling feature really is that people are competing, they're racing live together, rather than just individual simulators where you might be able to improve your own sort of racing skills. This is competitive head-to-head racing. For us to be at Motorsport UK, we think it's a really good event for us to get brand awareness, and I'm sure we'll do Motorsport UK again next year. 56.6 seconds on the Donington National Circuit is some lap time. Very, very good.
Tom Ingram, 56.620 makes you champion. Max, what happened?
Didn't put a lap together. Just not the best.
Tom, how are you feeling?
Oh, ecstatic. It's the best moment of my career. I'd like to thank everybody for this moment.
What advice do you give to some of the young lads that are coming up, and the young women, of course, in the industry?
To be honest, I think if you're going to make a career for yourself in motorsport, unless you've got a lot of money and backing to go the single-seater route, I think you're better off looking at it sort of in a more realistic way and realise that you're better off going down the saloon car route because there's a lot more avenues you can go down. You've got the GT route with a lot of manufacturers in the championship. You've got the touring cars where hopefully the manufacturers are going to come back to the championship. So, yeah, I sort of took that opportunity to go down the saloon car route and working hard that way.
I mean, I'd always start small. I mean, a lot of people I see now just jump straight in, well, not a lot, but some people jump straight into a Clio Cup car or something like that. I think that's maybe a bit wrong and a bit presumptuous. I think you should start the lowest possible level you can, the cheapest thing, and to an extent the slowest as well, because even though you're driving a really slow car, that's where you learn everything. And if you can drive a slow car fast, I'm sure you can drive a fast car fast.
I mean, anyway, you need to go and do your ARDS test, which takes literally half a day at Silverstone, Mallory Park, anyway, your local circuit will do it. Doesn't cost much, and then once you've got your initial national licence, you can go and race. Get on the internet, type in National Routes Motorsport, and it's a lot more accessible than what people think. And if you like driving, go and have a go.
You need to just maintain the determination to do it. Sometimes when it's not going well, which it wasn't for me until probably the last couple of years, you just need to believe that you are still a very good driver. And all those early mornings, the 8 o'clock runs in the freezing cold in January, to make sure that they're all worth it, because if you're doing them, some other drivers probably aren't, and that'll be your advantage.
You need to enjoy the success, but you also need to learn how to deal with failure as well. Accidents do happen and driver errors do happen, so just learn from them and move on.
So I sort of learnt a lot from last year about the crashing side of things and be more consistent, and I think I sort of learnt from Paul Rivett a little actually from last year, because he wasn't the fastest person last year, didn't have the most wins, didn't have the most podiums, but he finished every race. And last year I had 5 DNFs, so I took that on board last year, and this year changed my driving style really.
Slow and steady.
I wouldn't go that far, but it's sort of just making sure that when I can't win a race, not to try and win the race, sort of settle for 3rd or 4th place and take the points and not risk a DNF.
Obviously, in a racing car, you're only in it maybe twice a month for a few days at a time, so it's difficult to train yourself that way, so you have to use just the boring stuff, gym and weights, and going for long runs. The guys here at Porsche Human Performance, I've used them a few times, they're great. They really push you very hard, and they've got good patrons like Mark Webber and Bradley Smith from MotoGP. It's a long old slog, especially the winter, because you're looking so far ahead that you just need, and this time of year there's lots of awards and parties and stuff like that, so it's hard to keep on the straight and narrow, but I try.
That's very sensible. Don't believe you, but
yeah, definitely. I think sort of the driving's almost the easy part. Getting the sponsors initially and then looking after them, making sure they're happy, is one of the hardest bits really. Obviously I'm quite fortunate, I've got quite a few sponsors, not all of them big sponsors, there were quite a few small sponsors that sort of chip together, and we sort of make the package up and we go racing together as a massive family, so it's a really good atmosphere.
What sort of advice can you give to people who might be looking for sponsorship as well?
I think you just have to just try everything, be open to every option and just keep pushing, and until you get the right one come along. Everyone's looking for different drivers and different styles of racing and everything. So it's really difficult to be picked out of masses of people. Luckily I'm a girl, so hopefully that does give me an advantage, but it can also be a disadvantage. So it's just hoping that the right one wants you.
So females in motorsport, there is a lot coming in now, isn't there?
There certainly are. The BWRDC is here to promote women in motorsport, to give women a chance to network, maybe promote themselves, and we've got links with various partners, just to say that actually women do it as well as the blokes do, if not better in places. We always have a presence at Autosport and several other shows such as this for people to network, get to know potential sponsors, and just get to meet people, and you can't go wrong really if you're at Silverstone.